Oscar was around that fight, returning from a baseball game with his bat on the shoulder. Artemis was already badly wounded and bleeding to death. Oscar passed by the alley where Artemis was. Oscar gasped as he instantly recognized Artemis. He took his bat and ran to help him. He hit it 3 cats simultaneously with it. Boom shakalaka! Blood splurted out from the cranium of the other cats. He actually broke the head of the one cat that wounded Artemis. The cats laid around dead as Oscar grabbed Artemis and hugged him tightly while covering him with his shirt. Artemis saw Oscar and he said weakly, "Who are you?" Then everything went black. Oscar, with tears in his eyes, said to Artemis, "Don't worry, my dear Artemis. You'll be alright." Artemis woke up with the sound of a door closing. Oscar saw this and said, crying, "Artemis, thank God you're alive!" Artemis thought, "How does he know my name?" Artemis just meowed. Oscar, hearing this, said, "Oh, Artemis, you don't have to pretend with me. It's alright. You can talk." "Who are you?" Artemis asked, still sorry from the fight. Oscar took a deep breath. He said, "Artemis, I'm the guy who sent you that letter." Artemis gasped, "What? So you're the one?" Oscar looked a little scared and said, "Sorry, Artemis, I didn't mean to scare you, but how can I say my feelings to you in person?" Artemis coughed. You may have a point there." Oscar looked him straight in the eyes and said, "Artemis, I love you. Ever since I saw you, I knew it was our destiny to be together." Artemis got a little embarrassed and said, "I somehow feel the same for you, Oscar. But doesn't it matter that you're a human and I'm a cat?" Oscar blushed and said, "Well, Artemis, I have a little secret, you know." Artemis looked at him with an evilly smile. What secret?" Oscar took another deep breath and said, "Artemis, I'm a hermaphrodite." Artemis went wide-eyed and said, "No kidding." Oscar said no as he started to undress. Artemis was paralyzed. He looked Oscar's dick and below that his pussy. Artemis had a goofy smile on his face. Oscar gasped, "Huh? Oh, you pervert!" and slapped him silly. "Me, ouch!" "Oops, sorry, Artemis. How can I stay mad at you?" He then said, "Now look, Artemis, your wounds will get affected if I don't clean them, okay?" Artemis happily said, "Okay." And so Artemis turned the shower on. Oscar turned the shower on. Artemis went inside with Oscar and cleaned his soft fur. Artemis enjoyed Oscar's tact rubbing his fur with a disinfectant soap while purring softly. He didn't like baths very much, but this was with his lover, so how could he resist a bath as true love? Then they laid on the bed, all stretched out, with Artemis's wounds now closed. Artemis broke the silence, saying, "So," Oscar replied, "so hat." Artemis said evilly, "Are you still a virgin?" Oscar responded a little embarrassed. "Why, yes. In fact, I've been saving myself for you, my love," Oscar said as he hugged Artemis and kissed in his lips. Artemis eventually opened his mouth, letting Oscar's tongue play with his. Oscar then went south. Ugh, God